For this warm-up for Master Training Brown Belt group for B-Day, we're going to start off with you guys dropping down to your mountain climber position, and then your knee's going to come straight up to your chest. Switch for your mountain climber. And you're going to run that for a minute. And after you run that for a minute, doing your mountain climber's knee coming up to your chest, you're going to rest on your knees for a minute and practice. You're going to palm up, claw down to your face, up, down. Making sure my hand's in the chamber, I'm resting in my kneeling position. I'm practicing my palm claws just like our technique, Heavenly Ascent. And then you're going to do that for a minute. So you're going to do a minute of mountain climbers, making sure your knee comes up to the chest, doing a big switch. Rest for a minute while doing your palm claws. So your palm claws is your rest. You're going to get a really good shoulder and chest burn when you do this warm-up. After that, you're going to come back up. You're going to be in your guard stance. And then from here, you're just going to do front leg roundhouse kicks. You're going to do 10 on each leg. So you're going to be here, you're going to be bouncing like we're sparring. Pizza box chamber up. Kick it out. Re-chamber. Land. Okay, so you're going to do 10 of those. So you're going to be bouncing. Controlled. You're going to jump switch. And then do 10 on the other side. After you do those 10, you're going to come down to your squat position. Hands are going to come down. They're going to touch the ground. Fingertips like you're Spider-Man. Little jump up. Down, up. And you're going to do those 10 reps. So 10 of those. So you're going to touch the ground with your fingertips. Spring back up. Down, up. It's important when you squat down, or after you jump, you don't stop, then squat, because that's going to damage your knees. You're going to squat. You're going to land right into your squat after you jump. So recap, you're going to do a minute of mountain climbers. Go on your knees, minute palm claws, go to your guard stance, 10 roundhouse kicks, jump switch, 10 roundhouse kicks, 10 jump squats. And for the kicks and squats, you're going to do that for a minute. So you're going to cycle 10 kicks, the other leg, 10 jump squats. And you're going to cycle that for a minute straight, and that'll be your warm-up. For the self-defense for Master Training Browns, we're going to review both techniques in this week. So we're going to do snapping twig that we did in the previous videos, and Heavenly Ascent we did in our first couple of videos. So start off Heavenly Ascent. It's a front choke. They're grabbing your neck like so. Someone's coming up and attacking you. First thing you do is clasp your hands. You don't want to interlock. You want to clasp like so. If you interlock, you might get stuck in there, that position. Here, you got more freedom. You're going to step up with your right leg. You're going to come up, break their grip with your elbow strike. Come in and you're going to come through. Back fist to the head. That's going to go, then you're going to go into your forward bow claw. And then if you notice, I got this arm prepped up, tracking up my claw arm for the half fist. So again, you're going to step one, right leg in front, break the grip in your neutral bow. You're going to come down, back knuckle, stay in your neutral bow. You're going to come in with your claw that follows right after, go into your forward bow. And I got this hand tracking up for the last move, and I go back into my neutral bow. So the only move you go to a forward bow is that claw. So it's going to go neutral bow, or guard stance. Neutral bow means guard stance, forward bow with the claw, back to your guard stance. And that'll be Heavenly Ascent. So one more time facing another direction. You're going to step up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, you're going to step 1, 2 back fist, 3 forward bow claw, 4 half fist to the throat in your guard stance. And then you got your other technique to practice this week, snapping twig. So that's going to be a front push with our left hand right in your center mass. You're going to pin the hand that pushes you. You're going to step back, strike the elbow with your right hand, stepping back with your left leg. This right hand's going to come up to the top, right on top of the elbow. It's going to flick as you go to your forward bow, as you do an inward hand sword like so, right to their face. I got this hand loaded up in a hammer fist because my next one is going to be hammer fist, temple of their head, their eye, bridge of the nose, and it's going to come back around as you push in, elbow smash. And we worked that a lot in our drill for skills for the last couple weeks. So again, step 1, this hand's going to come up, flick 2, 3, 4. Now I noticed that when we're practicing this technique, or in students in general, they focus a lot on this flick. They think it's a big motion. It's a minor motion. If the person's bigger, stronger, faster than you, which we could assume that they always are if they're going to attack you, this might not get the effect that you think. But don't focus on this little flick. Focus on the hammer fist, elbow smash, the moves that actually have power and substance in the technique. So again, don't focus too much on the flick when you're practicing. Focus on the strikes, the hammer, the elbow, the pop, the inward hand sword. So snap and twig another direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, I'm going to say the moves now. You're going to step back, hit the elbow 1, hand comes up, forward bow, inward chop 2. Got this one loaded. Hammer fist, push in, elbow smash. And now your drill for skill for this technique, or these both techniques, is going to be having mom or dad or brother and sister call out the technique. You say the attack, and then you do the technique. So for example, let's pretend my mom was over there. She'll say snapping twig, and I'll say front push attack, and then do my snapping twig. If she said heavenly ascent, I say front choke, and I'll do heavenly ascent. And then run that for as long as you can. Run it till you get overwhelmed. And parents, I challenge you, or siblings if you're doing this, I challenge you to say the techniques faster and faster and faster as your student or as your child gets more comfortable. That way you're challenging them, and that way students, you're challenging yourself with your techniques. And that way you know, not just doing the moves memorized, you know the attack, you know how to do these moves, and you know where you're striking by doing that. So for the sparring drill for Master Training Balance, I know in the last video we worked the hook punch, and we're going to build off that. So I want you guys to first, let's review the hook punch real quick in case you didn't do the last video. You're going to be in your striking stance. And when I say striking stance, I mean that my front foot is flat, my toes are at an angle like a guard stance, slightly bent, and my back foot, I don't know if you can see my foot, but I'm off the heel. So I'm on the ball of my back foot. That allows me to push in and push back, which we will do in this sparring class. So we're gonna have my hands up, about eyebrow length. I think that's appropriate. You're gonna come up, elbow up. My back foot's gonna turn flat. My front foot, as I turn my trunk, my shoulders, and my hips, and my torso, it's gonna come on the ball as I turn. And I keep my eyes on my target, forward. I drop the elbow, come back. So again, lift the elbow, turn, keep your eyes forward, drop, come back. So the combo we're gonna work is gonna build off that hook. So to start off, I want you guys to practice your hooks. Practice 25 hooks. 25 with the left, jump switch. They're all gonna be lead hand today, so jump switch when you wanna switch your hands. 25 other side. So you get 25, 25. And then after, I want you to start practicing 25 jabs. Jab. We all know the jabs. It's gonna come straight out from your defense. You're gonna turn, hitting with the first 2 knuckles. And I got my other hand up, glued to my head for defense, and I come back. I got my chin tucked. You want your chin out there because people will smack it around. Here, jab. So do 25 jabs. 2, 3, 4. I'm turning, and then back to the other side. 25. 1, 2, 3. Working on speed, and then we're combining both punches. So you're gonna go jab, come back, hook, jab, hook, jab, hook, jab, hook. Okay. So slower. Jab, comes back, hook. Jab, comes back, hook. When you start doing this, just focus on your arms. Don't even worry about the legs yet. Okay? So practice. You could practice, if you're having trouble with it, feet stand normal, jab, hook, jab, hook, jab, hook, jab, hook. And then when you get that motor skill down, then you can go to your stance. Jab, hook. And then you could work pushing in, jab, hook. Push in with your jab now, jab, hook. So there's levels to it. I would say start off here, jab, hook. Just get the arms. And then after that, practice being in your stance, going slow. Jab, hook, jab, hook, jab, hook. And then after that, I want you guys to start pushing in with your jab. Jab, hook, jab, hook. For these techniques, I'm not going to give you any time limit or requirement how many you have to do. I want you guys to practice until you guys are good with yourselves. I want you guys to be your own judge for this technique, or for this sparring technique, So judge yourself. If you need to spend 10 minutes working that push-in jab, Practice pushing in, jabbing for 10 minutes. If you need to practice here, getting the punches down, practice there for 10 minutes. It's up to you guys. I'm leaving it up to you. So practice what you need to work on. If you need to work on everything, then you got a great workout coming up ahead of you.